How's it going, guys? It's Poetry and welcome back to another episode of the Dutch Return campaign in Europa Universalis 4. I know I've been really slack with the consistency of the videos lately. I apologize for that, but you know, there is something I can do about it, but I'm also just been pretty busy lately. But yeah, we're here today recording, though. I'm gonna make myself record at least 3 episodes today. So we should have at least, you know, every day for the next 3 or 4 days, you should have some videos. Anywho, though, we are back with EU4. I do actually, as I said, the benefit of doing short recording sessions is that I haven't really forgotten anything. We were at war with France. We finished our war with France right at the end of the last episode, and we conquered all of Picardy. We also have created West Francia, our first custom vassal, our March client state, you know, in this game. So we're probably going to make them a March pretty soon. I'm just trying to think. So let's see. Yeah, we're gonna make them a client state now, because there's no way we're not really planning on conquering more land that would benefit from. We don't plan on integrating them really. With only 100 years left in the game, I think I am fine. Instead, if I want to conquer more stuff, I would just conquer more of like, you know, Germany or something. But I'm pretty sure we don't even really want to do that. I think we are pretty much done conquering stuff directly at this point, besides Normandy, maybe going into Brittany and other places. And of course, outside of Europe, there's plenty of stuff that we're going to be conquering. That's, don't get me wrong there. But yeah, I don't know. I think I kind of have fallen in love with the idea of having this march, a Burgundian sort of march. Maybe we'll keep Paris for ourselves. I don't know. We'll figure that out eventually. But for now, I think we're definitely going to be keeping Metz around long term enough that I don't mind putting them in a march right now. Anyways, yeah, we are back. I don't really remember what we were planning. The one thing I don't remember is who we were going to war with. We don't really need the prestige. We would still be gaining prestige. Just doesn't seem that bad. We have 3 stability and plenty of admin power anyways. It'll strengthen the status by a lot. Status are already really strong. And it's not like it scales. As long as it's positive, then it doesn't matter which is in control. I think I'm actually going to do this because we can afford to go back up, and the other way had some downsides. That way has no downsides, really. Not any with immediate implications at the very least. We have a navy here. We don't have any armies in the New World except for down here, right? I remember that we had these down here, but I had forgotten all the other ones. We do have a truce with you. I kind of think that we want to start moving into. There's a little bit of Central America that we have left to conquer, and Spanish Colombia could be a good target as well. Spain is not that strong, obviously. In fact, wow, Spain is actually a lot weaker than I thought they were. Jeez. I don't like the fact that Cuba is able to basically get a lot bigger than they should. Than they have any right to be, because of the fact that yeah, I don't know. That's always annoying to me that they can do that now. They didn't used to be able to do that. Colombia, this should be part of New Liège, you know. Anyways, I think we should go to war with Spain, maybe. I'm going to try to figure out a few different wars we can go into, though. Jolof would be good. They're allied to Mali, though. We already have everything there. Oh, you know what? I actually forgot. We were supposed to be annexing Makua. That's one of the things that I was going to do. And then I think I'm leaning at this point towards actually making it into states, because of the fact that we just have so many state slots open. We might do the stuff with Egypt and like Arabia, though. In any case, I do want to integrate you guys because you're contributing to our other vassals being so uppity, and beyond that, you're not as beneficial of a vassal as a little puppet as could be many others. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get you. Oh God, this is the bad part about having so many, so much money, or so many strong vassals, is that they have pretty decent economies, so they're not really affected by your desire to do stuff like that. Screw you, Salzburg. Who said you could be emperor? I didn't. That's the only person that matters here. That's fine. We have active rebels, I think, that I just never got around to stamping out. Yeah, Sunni zealots over here, right? Yep. Okay, I knew that I remembered that. In between sessions, a couple days in between, you know, a couple school project stuff, still remembered. What about the New Zealand? Oh, that's right. It's not. That's right. It's not New Zealand. It's New Zealand. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. That's a good joke. I still like that joke. Yeah, yeah. I've been working. So I'll go over a little bit what's going on in my life as we get going here. As I also look at like what other people we could go to war with. Oh wow, only 5 electors left. Or yeah, 5 electors: Bohemia, Cologne, Salzburg, Austria, Burgundy. Is there any way that we could get rid of the empire now? Austria. Well, who is it again? Cologne is one. If we went toward Cologne, Bohemia and Castile. So Bohemia. What about Bohemia? Sweden, France. That's not happening. We could still win certainly, but it'd be a little annoying. Salzburg is German culture, or you know, Austrian in the Germanic group, so we can certainly declare war on them in nationalism. We don't have to border them at this point in the game. They're allied with Burgundy. What about Burgundy? It was 2 province minor. Bremen and Salzburg. There's got to be a way that we could do this. I can't. Ansbach is so powerful, actually, but they're not an elector or anything. Salzburg, Austria, Cologne, Bohemia. Bohemia has no Germanic land, it doesn't seem like, so I don't think we would. Well, we have imperialism, so. I still don't think there's any way. It doesn't look like there's any way for us to be able to disband it right away. How about you, Bremen? I'm not gonna worry about that right now. We're not gonna worry about that. Who do we go to war with then? You know, that's the question. Mamluks we just got out of a war with, right? So that's not an option. You know, we get 8 years at least. What about you? You might be a good one. You're only allied with Ethiopia and Oman. Yeah, I think Dawasir. I do think that the Gulf of Aden is. I already made a lot of it into states. Actually, let's see, which ones did I make into states? Yeah, I made a few of these provinces already into states. So I think it'd be fine. Also, I realized I haven't been actually using my colonists, even though they've just been sitting around doing nothing. This is not the best land to colonize, but it's better than not using the colonists at all, probably. Actually, it might literally not be with only this much left in the game. They might not pay themselves off, but if you just look at base tax, but still, whatever. But yeah, we have the all the Somaliland, basically stated up, and we're getting a good bit of money, and we're gonna start pumping more. You know, the more we get there, the more trade power we get, the more stuff and producing we get there, the more we will be able to really push downstream more money. So yeah, there's no downside really. I think it'd be really good to get Dawasir conquered. Just conquer everything that we can really. So yeah, I think that's good. We'll do that, but we gotta wait. I almost declared right now. We gotta wait. We're gonna wait till we start integrating Makua, because why not? And yeah, let's take this idea. So yeah, this week I have been busy with a few things. So for one, I might have talked about this last session. So when I went to Spain last semester, I got a scholarship for that. But part of the scholarship is that I have to actually, where are the Sioux separatists? Where are the Sioux separatists, though? Part of the Tournament Zealots, Sioux separatists up there, huh? Part of the scholarship is that part of the requirements for the scholarship is that I do actually have to do a project, a service project. It doesn't have to be something too complex, but I have to do a service project that promotes the cause of studying abroad for people. There wasn't really any specification. It could be like people of your age group or people younger than you or whatever. It just had to be, you had to promote studying abroad. And I was like, I still haven't finished that. It has to be done by this end of the semester. There's about a month left in the semester. I'm not done with it. I have a lot of work done into it, and again, it doesn't need to be anything too complex. The direction I've chosen to take it is that I'm doing a video project, because I do a lot with video, right? That's what I have done for the only 2 actual jobs I've ever had. Both of them have been working with video. Beyond that, I do the YouTube stuff all the time. This is a little different. It's not really edited. It's not really content that I am trying to produce for professional circumstances. But still, I know my way around Premiere Pro. I can edit video, and that's really the big thing there. I really hate that. What I'm going to do, actually, that will screw up our estates a little bit, right? Not that much. Not that much. But yeah, so I decided I wanted to do a video project, and I started working with some of the people that work with the study abroad department here, and getting in touch with them, using the people that I have at the university here that I work with for my internship, or have in the past. I'm actually not working at this semester, but that's a big thing. It's like, what? But yeah, so that in general, though, that's what I've been working on. However, I've been really stressed because I have. While I have plenty of time to get it finished up, I'm pretty sure, I am still a little stressed. I've stressed myself out a little bit, totally my fault. But I have stressed myself out because of the fact that I put it off. I put it off a couple months. I'm not really beating myself up too much over it, because I don't think that it was necessarily something that was done without reason. I was putting it off in large part because I have had a lot of difficulties readjusting to being back in the United States in general, being in a different university setting than what I sort of got accustomed to in Spain. And that's one thing that has surprised me. So you're gonna be a good target. Let's do this now, sooner rather than later, so we can get some stuff coring. And actually, let's make Picardy a state. Why wouldn't we? Look at that. Oh god. But yeah, so Catholic zealots converting New Zealand. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, there was this. So there's this idea of culture shock, which when I was preparing to study abroad, then they taught to us, and I teach us. Not like it was a class or anything. They sort of brought up to us and were like, hey, when you go to Spain, you might feel you might start freaking out after I forgot. Okay, before we declare war, we should try to get Greece vassalized as well. Yeah, marry them. Marry them up, boy. And they might actually help with this, so that'd be really good. Okay, you might as well come down here as well. But yeah, so you're in West Francia, guarantee. Do we have let's just give them a gift and then vassalize them next month. Yeah, that'll work. So with this idea of culture shock, if you're not familiar with it, it's basically like the idea that when you go to a different country, and especially I think if you're going to be there for a longer period of time, then you aren't expecting all the differences that make up cultures and differentiate cultures, the culture that you're going to. And I don't think it's as bad for a place like Spain, honestly, because as opposed to a place that's so completely different from what we're used to in Western societies, I think it would have been. I think I don't have any experience with this, but I'm assuming it's probably even harder for people that go to places like Japan or China or Korea or Vietnam, or like the Middle East, like somewhere to like Oman or to like Morocco. I think that there's a little bit of a different mindset as well. The differences in cultures are more drastic there. While there are plenty of differences between Spain and America culture-wise, there are a lot of similarities too. I think we are more. Well, in general, I think that people are more similar than they feel they are different, or than some people think, I guess. But anyway, sorry if I'm rambling a little bit and don't feel collected. This is the first episode of the day. I'm sort of getting, hey, nice. I'm sort of getting a little back into it. Every time that I start a new recording session, I have to sort of get myself going, get talking. Once I get talking, it's not a problem. But just get into that point. You know what I mean? But yeah, so the culture shock is one thing. It's like you start to freak out a little bit if you are in a new place that you're unfamiliar with. However, beyond that, there's also this thing called reverse culture shock. And the culture shock, what am I doing? No, you're split into thirds. That's what I was meaning to do. There's this thing that they also warned us of. It's like revulse. Yeah, exactly. That's how good I am with words today. Reverse culture shock. They were like, Also, when you get back to the United States, you might end up feeling a little weird about the way, let's see, 14? Yeah, 14. You might end up starting to feel a little weird about stuff in the U.S. too. You might be so used to Spanish culture or Spanish norms at that point, after being there for a whole semester, you know, that you might like look at some U.S. customs that you've used your whole life and be like, wow, this is kind of weird. This is so strange. You know, it gives you a different perspective on things. And so here's how it went for me. This is what I find interesting, is that when I got to Spain, I certainly did have culture shock. I certainly was like a little put out of my comfort zone. Obviously, I was super out of my comfort zone. But I wasn't super. I never had a moment where I was freaking out. I never had a moment where I wanted to break down and cry or anything like that. Which that happens to people, and it's not a bad thing. That's like, it's just, I think it's just natural. I'm not like trying to say I'm any better than them or any stronger. I don't believe in that at all. But I certainly had. I think everyone takes that in their own unique way, as is true with a lot of things. And so for me, I didn't necessarily have a lot of like freaking out moments. There were a few times where I tangibly thought to myself like, wow, this is so different. You know, this is like not worse or better or anything. I would be like, this is so different from what I'm used to, and I would like literally be thinking like, this is such a out of body experience almost. Like, I can't believe I'm here because this is so weird and so different. And I would have experiences like that regularly, where I would be literally like consciously thinking these things in my head, not just like after the fact being like, wow, that was weird. No, in the moment I was like, am I actually like, is this actually happening? You know, not like in a bad way or anything, just that shock, you know, that culture shock, and that definitely falls in the camp of culture shock. But then, and so that lasted for, it actually probably took me a few days. Like the first day I had that, but then I was kind of just, first couple days I was rushing around too much to really be necessarily, did the mammoths peace out? No, they did. Yeah, they did. Did they take anything? I'm not sure, but that's okay. We'll take it eventually. But yeah, there was certainly an aspect of that the first day, and then however after that it was really like a couple days later then it hit me as well, like just as I started getting going and getting into the rhythm of normal everyday life there, going to class and stuff. Then I was also like wow, are we gonna stop their civil war for them? That's hilarious. I was also like, this is so different, and yeah. So after a couple weeks, especially, it hit me. You know, I think that's how it is for a lot of people. It's like the first couple weeks, and then you'll have ups and downs and stuff. For me, it was pretty much all ups, just kind of shocking in some ways. What about Ethiopia? Do they have any Somali culture land, or any land that we want really at all in any context? No, not really, not right now. How many vassals do we have? Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that. So Greece became our vassal, right? Yeah, I didn't gloss over that. Well, I kind of did actually gloss over that. They're 20 development, not to mention they have cores. Ottomans, you're up next, buddy. I am gonna probably go to war with the Ottomans at some point. They're allied with Russia and Tunis, whatever. I should also, hold on. I should also get this Greek land. Any province that is Greek, get that marked up. So let's do that, so that Cyprus can start getting them. They can only get 2 right now, but after that, you know, the sky's the limit. I'm gonna feed you back. Oh, yeah, this is Albania. That's not Greek. Where does this is not? That's, yeah. I was gonna say that's not Greek. This is Greek though, right? Yeah. And that's it, I think. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely had like some interesting experiences there in Spain the first couple weeks. However, after that, it sort of calmed down. I never really had panicked moments or anything like that. I just kind of was like this is so cool and almost strange in a way to me, in a cool way. So that was sort of the way that went for me. And it's Oman is the other one. But then oh no, I don't want to do that. Okay, there you go. But the big kicker, that's nice. Okay. And so then the rest of it went well. I felt sort of incorporated into the city. I was like I felt comfortable at the end. By the end of the semester, I was like, I can walk around here and I could like tell people how to get to a certain part of the city. I'm not gonna know like specific places, but I knew a few places. I was like, I could tell you how to get to this bar, and here's where the bar district is. Actually, literally by the end of the semester, near the end of the semester, I went for a walk to the top of the castle. Because the program had done a sort of like little walk together in the first couple of days where they're introducing people to the city. They did a walk with the whole program up to the top of the castle, but I was super sick that day. I got wiped out by a sickness on like the 5th day I was in Alicante. Real quick, we are going to take Liberty, Desire, and Same Continent subjects because of the fact that our Thoman and Hamburg, they're not even that bad now, but still, it's just to prevent it from getting out of hand. But yeah, so the, hey, there we go, Sana. Yeah, you go there, actually. And another one. Do a missioner strength guy for now. He's only a level 2, whatever. So yeah, by the end, when I took my walk up, the only time I walked up to the top of the castle, that's okay. Once you see it once, it's like, that's cool. If I had been there for like longer, I probably would have gone there for a few more times. Like, it got cold is the other thing, you know, it got pretty cold. And if you're up on the top of this little mountain, you're gonna be cold. but yeah, the cool thing was that I went up here, and when I came back down, when I was walking back down from the tiny, it's not even really a mountain, it's like a big hill that is right there, right next, almost like maybe a quarter of a mile away from the water. It's right up there, you know, next to the bay there. And so when I was up there, get rid of that. When I was up there, I had a good time. I've spent a few hours up there. And then on the way back down, then there were some other tourists and stuff going up past me on the way up. And one of them stopped me, and this old couple, they stopped me. And in Spanish, this is all in Spanish too, which is another reason that I was like really proud of myself afterwards. They were like, how do we get to this one neighborhood? El Barrio de Santa Cruz, I think it is. I actually forgot the name now, but no, I'm pretty sure that's it. The neighborhood of Santa Cruz, which is this historic neighborhood. It's a historic neighborhood of Alicante that dates back, you know, to the Middle Ages, at least like 1,000 years. And so they were like, do you know how to get there? Can you point us there? And I was like, oh yeah, you go down here and then around the hill, and it's on the other side. And I was like, and I knew exactly how to get there and stuff, and so I wasn't lying. I could tell them exactly how to get there. And I felt really proud of myself. I was like, holy cow, I actually just told these people how to get around the city. I've been here like only a semester, but I feel like I have a knowledge of it. So that was really cool. And so I did kind of get incorporated in the city. However, hold on, yeah, I gotta end this video here in a second. But when I got back from, and so there was this, most of the experience there was really good. And I wasn't really afraid or anything. I tried a lot of new things, which is really awesome. But when I got back, I had heard about the reverse culture shock, and I was like, I am ready for it. I'm gonna try to let it not affect me too much. I'm gonna try to handle it. I'm ready for it. It probably will happen to me. And then I got home. Oh, that's gonna be a loss. You know what? I should be going to war with Spain as well right now. I don't know why I didn't just go to war with Spain. Oh, what the heck? How did you guys get down here? I'm pretty sure they were already here. Just I didn't pay attention. That sounds like me. Probably got covered under other pop-ups or rebels. Yeah. No, I'm gonna go to war with Spain. Yeah, that's fine. Tupiniquim is so great, man. They've been the unicorn this time. Yeah, imperialism. So when I got back to the U.S., I was expecting this culture shock, right? I was waiting for it. I was like, oh gosh, I don't know, man. And I got back on like December 16th or 17th, December 18th actually. I got back, and Well, it's the Siege of Yambu. That's not good. That's the one down there, right? Oh, Akin. How nice of you to join us. I got back on the... I do want to have the whole Gulf of Aden. So yeah, I will conquer a little more from Oman. I got back on the 18th, and I had a good 3 weeks of winter break there, winter vacation before going back to school. And I was at home for all the time there. I didn't really get out too much, and I didn't really do much. And I didn't really feel anything out of the normal. I didn't think anything out of the normal. It felt comfortable to me. And so I was like, maybe I have not hit the culture shock, or maybe I'm lucky, and for whatever reason, I'm adjusting easier than they said I would. And anticipation was probably part of that. However, I definitely did have reverse culture shock. It just came a little later. It came when I got back to school. When I got back to school, and really it was like the first day of class when I got back to school, and I had my first class, and I walk in, and the classroom, is not really any different than a classroom in Spain. And I've been in classrooms all my life, really. But when I got to the classroom and in my first class, I was like, I just want to talk about Spain. That's all I want to think about or talk about in my classes. And I was like, why is this happening to me? I want to I feel like I want to talk to people about this more than I consciously think I should. I was like, geez, what is there something wrong with me, or is this, I was like, what's going on? Why am I all of a sudden so obsessed with talking about this with people, letting everyone know about my experience? I felt like almost like an unnatural urge. I was just like, I want to talk to people about this. And that's actually one reason why recording videos like this is actually really helpful for me, is to just unpack the experience. It's really nice to be able to talk about it, even if no one's listening. But I mean, this looks pretty good to me. We're gonna be right below 100% overextension. It's the perfect place to be. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Yeah, definitely you stay there. You stay there. One of you come back up here. You maybe come down to here. Cool. Now we're at War of Spain. We gotta focus on that. But yeah. So I'm gonna wrap up this video right here though in a second. And then I can focus next video a little better. But yeah. So basically, I don't know. The reverse culture shock hit me a little bit harder after I got back to school. Definitely a lot harder actually. And yeah, I'm gonna save that for next video maybe or something. We're gonna talk about other stuff too, but yeah, otherwise I'm gonna keep talking about it forever. So thank you guys for watching. Please go and leave a like and subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.